facial sculpting, and I love it because we're doing multiple areas, but we're not doing a lot of filler today. We're just gonna do a conservative treatment on a patient of mine that's just looking to get a little more contouring. He's a lean guy, but he has really good bone structure. So as we age, we lose volume. When you have that bone structure, but you low volume, you lose some of that foundation and that structure to your whole face. You lose some of that chiseling. So to keep him more lifted and having a little more masculine look rather than a narrow, elongated look, we're gonna give him a little bit of width and a little bit of tightening, but a small amount in each area. You can always build, right? So we're gonna start on lower face, and I like to do a couple things. So first off, you see his bone structure, but here's the thing. As you get a little bit older, you lose a little bit here and over here. And so what we're gonna do is just kind of strengthen it a little bit. I know, you'll feel it a little bit. And so it, just a little bit on bone. I know it's a little sensitive. It's doing good. Helps to give a little bit of structure. You guys see we're not doing a ton, but we are using Volux, which I love. This will help give them a lot more structure. And even that small amount that we're gonna do, deep breathing, good. The chin area tends to hurt a little bit because it's right on the bone in a sensitive area. So I try and go real slow. Our manager over here hates this area being on him being treated, but he loves how it looks. So he understands.
It's the worst and the best, honestly.
He understands. I know, it's the worst and the best. Everyone says that you can't live without a really good chin. So you guys see, even that one syringe, it made a difference, but it's not like something that if someone saw him, they would think anything was done, which I love. So we'll widen it up just a little bit more, then we'll go to jaw, because I do want him to have, again, that little bit more structure. And so each area, each spot, small amount, nothing crazy.
Someone wants to know, does your age affect how long the filler might last?
That's a good question. I don't necessarily think it's age unless you have a very fast metabolism, but I do think that exercise and location make a difference. So if you talk more, if you move more in specific areas, the filler can sort of metabolize. But look up a little bit higher with your chin, just like, so we can see. So you guys see how we're looking at the edge here? It's almost, again, like an implant. You kind of have to treat the spot one more. Perfect. Okay. So that, again, if you guys see, we built that structure, but it's not dramatically different, but I will tell you, one of the things it's gonna do, last injection here, and then we'll use the cannula, is it'll give him some more structure. So you see how it's straighter, it's more projected. Now what we're gonna do is make it a little bit easier. It's not gonna feel, well, okay. It's okay. I'll take it over here. I'll use a little more.
Someone wants to know, what area does filler last the longest in the face?
You know what, that's actually a good question. Probably the under eyes and the lips, depending on the person. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. I can't really say for sure. So what we're gonna do to balance this out and make it look very natural, what I like to do is, now this is gonna be less painful, we're gonna use a cannula, so he's gonna feel one pinch, and we're gonna use a thinner filler to kind of blend the pre-gel and the chin crease. Okay. And this feels weird, but it's not really that painful. Turn a little bit left, more, there. So now we're gonna go, if I were to draw this out, we call this kind of the bow tie, but we're gonna go straight along the pre-gel, okay? And we're gonna go into the marionette. And we're gonna go into the corner of the mouth, okay? And we're gonna go into the crease. And we're gonna use a thin filler, this is Restylane, Refine. And this is just gonna soften this whole section, and it's gonna improve his jawline as we go back to the back of the jaw in a second. So again, we're just kind of shaping right now. Okay, look up again, No, not straight, left, but up, there you go. So now you can see, look, this is way softer, it's more three-dimensional. So now the whole area looks much straighter. That's actually really great, and you can see the difference here, look. If I push in here, you see very low volume, but now it's kind of structured. Okay, turn a little bit more, good. So now we're gonna do the opposite side, the same thing. One pinch, okay, good. All right, go ahead, wipe them a little bit, there we go, good. And again, we're gonna focus on, it's a weird feeling, just kind of building out and softening. This is more of a hydrator, but it allows us to blend and it looks very natural, but give him, I got it. And blend and look very natural along his chin crease, chin. You can use a more sort of quote substantial filler, but my opinion is it just won't look as natural. And so with him, we don't want him to look like he had anything. So again, there we go.
They're saying that chin's already popping.
Looks great. Honestly, I think he's gonna love it. And this is again not just the chin, it's the chin anatomy and doing like again the pre-gel, the whole like just everything, the droopiness around the mouth, just to kind of blend the whole area and get a natural, more natural look to this area. Okay, so there we go. So now if it looks straight, now it's perfect. It's built out, it's supportive, and he doesn't even have any sagging at all. Now I'm gonna take this. Okay. So now I'm gonna come to the opposite side. We're gonna do that same thing now with the cannula. I'm gonna turn you this way, and we're gonna do a little bit on his jaw. Now the opposite way, so we're gonna make a pinch, and what we're gonna do, again, he wants very subtle, so even though we are using a more robust filler, we're not gonna use a ton. Hold on, BJ, may need it back. Yeah, maybe a little. Okay. So because I'm gonna do cannula, just take a few seconds, good. Okay, and we're gonna go along the jaw, and we're gonna go all the way back, there we go. So with him, again, I don't wanna overdo the width of this area, but I do wanna get him some structure. So we're doing a little bit again of the Volux. And again, without the needle, it's much less painful, which is great.
Someone says, does it hurt? Guys, it's a lot less painful than you think.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, it hurt. It's honestly more scary, I think, because you're doing, especially if you're doing it for the first time and you're not used to getting filler and you're, a guy, because you don't want it to look bad. So, but there's a lot of trust with filler, especially in Hollywood, because so many people overdo it, in my opinion. Way too overdone. All right, so you guys see we're working on not going too wide or too thick with the amount. Okay, so there we go. That's one syringe. And you guys see here, look, already, if we take a look on the side, it's nice, perfect. Now we're gonna do another one, it's great. It's
Remember, guys, if you want this done, we're located in Beverly Hills, but we're also traveling to Miami and then New York.
There you go. Perfect. So now I'm gonna show you this. Yes, exactly, Miami, New York. But look, so same thing, you see how it kind of comes, his jawline right now comes this way, so we wanna build this part out a little bit. It honestly needs more than what we're doing, just because he's very lean. However, honestly, he wants to be conservative, so let's start. And once he sees it, we'll see how it blends, and then we go from there. So it's a weird feeling initially, because again, we're using that cannula. But look, if I go like this, you can see right at the edge where I am. I'm literally going right along the base of the jaw, building that up. What's nice about a cannula, you guys, is this prevents hitting very important structures. It's less painful because there's no sharp needle. And it allows me to kind of do a wide area without all the pokes. We're literally doing this from one section, one poke. We have another. Okay. So now we did one, I'm gonna do another half here, take a look at the other side. Okay. So again, my goal is that right at that 90-degree angle.
Someone asked, is this the area where guys want the filler most?
I mean, yes, the answer is yes, but it doesn't mean that that's where they need it the most. So they, we consult, we go through the importance of where and how much initially. And then we can build it from there. This is also using fillers that are reversible. So like, look already, like that's a huge difference. Come back just for starting out, but it doesn't look overdone. Okay, come back this way. I'm gonna do a teeny bit more here, and then I'm gonna go back to the other side just to make it a little bit more even. Let's see, we're already close. Sometimes it does. Okay, yeah, and then do it one more time. Just trying to limit his bruising, you guys. Sorry, one more pinch, and then we're done on this side. Good. It's always the facial hair. And one more time. Our last bulk, I promise. Now, I just want to do a little bit more right at the edge because each of the edges of these edges need a lot more for him on both sides. So we're gonna do a little bit more here. Good, perfect. Okay, that's done. Good.
Someone's asking, how long do these fillers last?
So this one will last up to 2 years. Everyone's different. He's very fast metabolism. If he likes this, we can go towards a more permanent filler or even a little longer lasting non-HA filler like a Radius or Bellafill. Okay, so that's it. So now I'm going to show him. We're going to do an Emer reveal. So obviously it's conservative. It's not meant to be crazy. So here's what we're going to do. Hold this about 45 degrees like that. Look up a little bit with your chin. Turn this way a little bit so you can see. Okay, so now take a look at chin and then turn your head. I'll look, you can see it, jawline. So a little bit more built out here, a little bit more built out there. Kind of rotate a little bit so you can see the 45. No, look for yourself though. Hey, there you go. Actually, it shows it really good. Look. So you see here now, much more straighter. And then also look here, much more less droopy, straighter there. Come in a little bit so you can see. I don't know if you can pull it down, like here, like this. There. Can you see? Now a little bit, turn a little that way. Turn a little that way. And now take the mirror, because it looks different on here. I'm gonna give you the mirror.
Can I sit up in this?
Yeah, I want you to see, because you won't be able to see the angles as much.
Okay.
So I'll show you the angles first, and then I'll sit you up. But hold that here so you can actually see. Take a look at the angles. What do you think?
I really like it.
Yeah.
This is literally exactly like how I wanted it. Like literally exactly.
No, it's good because here's the look. I want to show you. Actually, stay there since you're there. So look, it's just a little more defined.
Mm-hmm.
It's just less heaviness through here, so it's straighter.
Mm-hmm.
And then we just brought this to give you support, so it helps your neck, it helps your jawline, because then your jawline has more of that contour. And then through here, it makes it so that the part of your mouth doesn't feel like it's kind of like falling in.
Yeah.
Because like, look, even face here, when this comes down, that's kind of like this. It's the same thing when this comes down. So this structure pulls the neck up. This helps the neck over the back. And then turn, if you look a little side to side, you can see more of the angle.
Oh yeah.
It's good, right?
I am so happy. I could not be happier once
Perfect.
again.
Doesn't get better than
Success. So this is a good example, you guys, because I showed you guys videos the other day of more substantial contouring, step by step. So this is an example here. We'll raise them up a little bit. So lay it back just a teeny bit and show, yeah, perfect. So now if you look, that's good. No, lay how you did, because it's great. If you look now, because you can see now where that line is. Look, it's a perfect line. And look, again, some people are skinnier or have a little loose skin, but you can see that that jawline definition is still there. So this is maxillofacial sculpting, starting out the contour, lower face, just overall improvement, brightening of the chin and jawline area. Perfect. All right, so let them take their pictures. And it's good because you're really not gonna bruise or anything either. Here, let me go.